Let's get it. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Listen, y'all, I got to give you my honest opinion about JJ McCarthy, give you a different perspective. As a big time Minnesota Viking fan, I want to say this first. I believe in JJ McCarthy, and I feel like after Kevin O'Connell simplified the play calling, I mean, what week was it? Like week 14, I believe. I think it was like week 14. Ever since he simplified the play calling and ran the ball a little bit more, it seems like we have something. We have something. I think we might have our franchise quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna talk that talk about it.
Talk that talk.
And I know people are going to be like, he ain't doing enough. I mean, listen, bro, I understand what you're saying, but my eyes tell me that this man got game. This man has that it factor. That man can make any throw. That man puts the team on his back. He's capable of doing it and getting a game-winning drive. We've seen it in week 1. We didn't see that many times because I think he only played like 8 games and a half. I think that's what it is, right? So because he keeps getting hurt. So as a rookie, he tore his meniscus in the Raiders preseason game. The second year, high ankle sprain. Man. Then he had a concussion. And then the latest against the Giants. We won the game, but we kind of lost the game. So it's like, dang, JJ McCarthy is injured again. Right? So everybody's thinking like that. I am as well. But I want to say this to all the NFL fans around the world, all the Viking fans all around the world. I truly believe in JJ McCarthy. I think he can be the guy. I want to say that. I want y'all to understand before I say what I'm about to say. I want you to understand I honestly want this young man to be successful. Because if he's successful in the purple and gold, that means the mighty Minnesota Vikings will be successful. And you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. Now, when you talk about that injury, the latest injury, right, against the Giants. Oh, man. I would say this because there was like 50 seconds left prior to the end of the first half. Prior to the end of the first half, there was like 50 seconds left. I think we had like one timeout left. Some fans, this is just my opinion though. Some fans think that we should have just ran the ball. That wasn't a smart idea to try to throw the ball down the field. In my honest opinion, you can't play scared. You can't play scary. At the end of the day, if you're scared that our quarterback is going to get hurt in 50 seconds of playing the last bit of the first half, then we're in big trouble. Let's just keep it real. We're in big trouble. Let's talk that talk. Let's talk about it.
That talk.
Because at the end of the day, we're trying to get him reps. We're trying to get him experience at playing at the highest level. He already missed a lot of games. And I think that would be wonderful if he was able to drive down that field in 50 seconds, get a couple of big plays. It only takes a couple of big plays. We have one of the best field goal kickers in the NFL, Will Reichard. We can get a last-second field goal and be up. What was he up by? 10. We would have been up by 13 if we would have hit that field goal, I believe. Listen, that's good experience because one day we might need him and we might be in a situation where we're in the playoffs or we're trying to get into the playoffs and we only have a minute left in the game and we only have one timeout left and we'll be confident and he'll be confident. Hey, and Kevin O'Connell will be confident in his play calling. Hey, listen, this is how we can do it. We can go get us a last-second field goal to tie it up or to win the game in less than a minute. That's good experience. We need all the reps that he can get, but we cannot be scared of every single play that this it was only 50 seconds on the clock, y'all. We cannot be scared. Scared money don't make no money. Hindsight's 2020. You like, all right, yeah, he got hurt. It sucks. But at the end of the day, let's talk about the play, right? Brian O'Neill missed his assignment. Let's keep it real. He missed his assignment. But that's not the only person that missed the assignment. It wasn't on Kevin O'Connell with the play calling. I like JJ McCarthy, but he did not read the whole field, bro. He literally just read the left side of the field and maybe the middle of the field, but he literally just stared on one side of the field, didn't look prior to the snap. You're supposed to observe the football field, see what's going on. After the snap, you're supposed to observe quickly what's going on. How did you not see Brian Burns rushing you? You got to see number 0, one of the best pass rushers in the game, rushing you. You got to see that. By the time he realized it, he was already getting sacked, bro. So, yes, the responsibility definitely was a misassignment by Brian O'Neill, but it also was a misassignment, in my honest opinion, in J.J. McCarthy. And let me say this again. I don't think I said it earlier, but by the way, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy. Happy holidays, by the way. Happy holidays. Shout out to everybody in the building right now. Happy holidays. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful night, or wonderful whatever time of day you watch this video. Hopefully you're just having a great time. You know what I mean? Having a great day. And if you're not, hopefully it gets better. But I want to say this, man. This is one of the oldest sayings in the book. The best ability is what? Is availability, right? And it's getting concerning, right? As a Viking fan, we got to be a little bit concerned about J.J. McCarthy and these crazy injuries that just happen out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And it does suck. I understand, Viking fans. We want to blame Kevin O'Connell for the play call for that specific play. But the responsibility was definitely on Brian O'Neill and on our quarterback, our young quarterback. And he's going to learn from that. You got to observe the whole football field, bro. You can't just look on one side. You got to look at everything, bro, to see what's going on. And it just sucked because he was having such a great game. Let's put up the stats real quick. But leave in the comments below. Am I wrong for thinking the way I'm thinking when it comes to, like, I feel like it's his responsibility as well to observe the whole football field and not just look on one side. Even though Brian O'Neill he missed his assignment, he could have threw the ball away just in time. You know what I mean? Could have just threw the ball away. Could have been. It's nothing wrong with throwing the ball away. You know, when I was watching the Bears and the Packers the other night, it was one of the best performances by Caleb Williams. They came back and they won at the end, right? Caleb Williams, when he got in trouble, he always threw the ball away. When he sensed the pressure, he's not going to force it. He's going to throw the ball away. That is one of the best plays you can do as a young quarterback, especially veteran quarterbacks do it all the time. It's good to throw the ball away and live to fight another day. But let's look at the statistics of the game of the Giants and the Vikings, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, right? I think this could have been the best game of J.J. McCarthy's career. But the issue was our wide receivers can't catch. And let me just put this out there right now, right? Let me just put this out there right now for the ones that say, right, that, oh, he's putting too much on his throws. Let me say this. These are professional wide receivers. If it hits you in the hand, it shouldn't pop up in the air. And the result is an interception. You got to make the catch. There was multiple throws in this game that hit the wide receivers in the hands. I'm talking about Jalen Naylor. I'm talking about Justin Jefferson. I'm talking about Jordan Addison. The worst was probably the Jordan Addison throw. The Jordan Addison Butterfinger not catching the dang on ball in the end zone. I mean, my gosh, it was in his breadbasket, man. And he literally dropped the ball. It was a perfect spiral, a perfect pass from J.J. McCarthy, and Jordan Addison just dropped the balls. Like, I don't know what's going on with Jordan Addison, bro. He might be deuces listen, he might be gone, bro. They might trade him on draft day. I think they might do it. Leave in the comments below. Would you trade Jordan Addison? Now, again, and then let's get to Speedy Naylor. I like Jordan Addison, but come on, bro. I got to hit him with the stop the cap, bro.
Stop the cap. Really. Stop the
cap. Because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. And then Jalen Naylor. Oh my goodness. Jalen Naylor. Oh my goodness. This man hit him in the hands. Ball went up in the air. Interception for the first one. And then almost gave up the pick six. It was literally, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I really don't. And it's like the wide receivers are not helping out our young quarterback, right? And listen, I know some responsibility is on J.J. McCarthy with some of the interceptions, but lately, JJ McCarthy been playing lights out. In these last few games, regardless of how bad the defense is that he is going against, he's playing good. He's playing well. He's playing pretty darn good, man. Regardless of how bad these defenses are, because if he was to play bad against these bad defenses, we will be complaining about it. So you can't have it both ways and complain either way. Listen, he's playing well enough to win these games and put up some big numbers. If Jordan Addison would have made the catch, if Justin Jefferson would make the catches, if Jalen Naylor would make the catches, his statistics would be so much better, because if you look at the stats, he was 9 of 14 for 108 yards, 7.7 on average, one interception, and that interception doesn't count because I don't care. It doesn't count, y'all. It doesn't count. That interception is on Jalen Naylor. That's what I'm going to say. McCarthy also had a couple of rushes for 20 yards, and the longest rush of the day was that 12-yard run when he ran to the right side and Aaron Jones was blocking for him, and Aaron Jones fell and then trying to block. I don't know if it was a linebacker Aaron Jones trying to block. I don't know if it was a safety or whoever it was. Aaron Jones fell on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And then JJ McCarthy jumped over him, jumped over him and then dove into the end zone. So it was like, that was swag right there. And then he did the gritty, did the dance and everything. And I was like, yo, this guy got me wanting to run through a wall. I was so hyped, bro. I was so hyped off of that play, bro. I wanted to see more. And then he got hurt. I was like, man. Listen, I'm not trying to put pressure on JJ McCarthy, bro, but I really feel like he could be a good quarterback. The man just gotta stay healthy. I want him to beat the odds. I want him to destroy these doubters and make the doubters believers. You feel me? I really, really want this guy to be successful for the Vikings. We haven't had a franchise quarterback in a long time that we drafted, and this is the first time we drafted a quarterback top 10 in Minnesota Viking history. And I really want this man to be successful, but he has to be healthy. The best ability, again, is availability. You know what I'm saying? And let's just look at his I thought he was pretty darn good. And then he was starting, like, listen, Justin Jefferson, I don't know how many passes JJ threw to Justin Jefferson, but Justin Jefferson had one of his best games of the season. 6 catches for 85 yards. He was starting to come along, but it's just unfortunate, man. It just sucks that JJ got hurt. But let's get to his statistics real quick when it comes to the whole entire whatchamacallit, the season. Let me stop screening this real quick. Let me put this up real quick. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already, and also hit that subscribe button. Let's look at his stats for the season real quick, and then we're just going to end this live stream. But yeah, so far, the stats for JJ McCarthy: 1,450 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, QBRs 33.9. All right, so then when you talk about, like I said, the wide receivers has not helped them, to be honest with you. In rushing yards this season, 35 rushes, 35 carries for 174 yards, 5.0 a carry, 4 touchdowns, 3 fumbles, none lost. He's having a pretty good, in these last 8.5 games, he's been all right. He has his ups and downs, but I feel like I said, play calling is definitely making him look a lot better. I just wish that I wish Kevin O'Connell did this a lot earlier, and I wish that the wide receivers will catch the ball, right? I'm trying to keep it PG. I want them to catch the dang on ball. And yeah, man, we're going to see what happens for the rest of the season. I'm hoping that he's able to play these last couple of games. I'm hoping he can play against the Lions. I'm hoping he can play against the Packers, because like I said, if we go into the offseason and we have this big mystery behind JJ McCarthy, they're going to make a move. I don't know if it's going to be Mac Jones. I don't know if they're going to try to go for Joe Burrow, which that's another injury-prone quarterback, but he's a proven injury-prone quarterback, though. He went to the Super Bowl. And when he is healthy, he's one of the best in the game, top 5 in the game. They might try to do a blockbuster trade for somebody. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Tua. I'm not a fan of the Kyler Murray. If they happen to get them, I wanted to be like on a veteran minimum deal. If they get released by the Cards or released by the Dolphins, then I'll go for that as a backup quarterback. Maybe even a Justin Herbert if they were willing to give up him. But like real talk, man, I really just want to go into 2026 with JJ McCarthy and see what he can do. He just got to stay healthy, man. That is the biggest thing that's holding him back. It is not his talent, y'all. He could be special. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say that because I don't want to say too much. But he could be special. He just has to be healthy. And that's all I got to say. Leave in the comments below and tell me how you feel about JJ McCarthy in this season so far. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Peace.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.